What if everything you believe about North Korea's military power is carefully designed to intimidate you? For decades, the world has watched massive parades in Pyongyang, thousands of perfectly synchronized soldiers, long-range missiles displayed on heavy transport vehicles, fighter jets flying in formation above cheering crowds. On television screens across the world, these images create one message: power. North Korea appears unstoppable. But military strength is not measured by parades. It is measured by technology, logistics, training, and sustainability. To understand the truth, we must go back to the beginning. The Korean War in 1950 devastated the peninsula. Cities were destroyed. Millions died. The conflict ended not with peace, but with an armistice, meaning, technically, the war never fully ended. Since then, North Korea has operated under a constant sense of threat. Survival became the foundation of its military doctrine. The country built one of the largest standing armies in the world. Mandatory military service ensured manpower. Resources were directed toward defense rather than economic development. But size alone does not guarantee superiority, and that is where perception begins to replace reality. On paper, North Korea has over 1 million active military personnel. It possesses thousands of artillery systems positioned near the South Korean border. It has developed ballistic missile programs capable of reaching regional and even intercontinental targets. But modern warfare is no longer about numbers. It is about precision-guided weapons, satellite intelligence, cyber warfare, advanced air defense systems. Much of North Korea's conventional equipment is based on decades-old Soviet designs. Many fighter aircraft lack modern avionics. Tanks are outdated compared to Western or even some Asian militaries. Maintenance and supply chains remain major limitations. So how does North Korea maintain global fear? Geography plays a critical role. The country's mountainous terrain makes invasion extremely difficult. Underground bunkers and hidden tunnel networks protect key military assets from aerial surveillance. Heavy artillery near the border creates a powerful deterrent. Even limited retaliation could cause massive destruction in nearby regions. And then there's the nuclear factor. Nuclear weapons are not necessarily meant for use. They're meant for deterrence. They send a message. Any invasion would come at an unacceptable cost. This strategy does not aim for conquest. It aims for survival. Perhaps the most powerful weapon in North Korea's arsenal is psychological. Domestically, propaganda reinforces the image of strength and unity. Citizens are shown images of military success and technological achievement. Internationally, every missile test becomes global breaking news. Every launch, every speech, every parade reinforces the narrative of danger. And when a country appears unpredictable, other nations hesitate. Fear becomes a shield. But beneath the spectacle lies a more complex reality. Economic sanctions restrict development. Technological gaps remain significant. Access to global supply chains is limited. North Korea's military is powerful within its defensive framework, but far less capable in sustained modern warfare against advanced global powers. So why is it consistently overestimated? Because secrecy fuels speculation. Because spectacle amplifies fear. Because uncertainty magnifies risk. In the end, North Korea's greatest strength is not raw military dominance. It is strategic deterrence. It is the ability to appear stronger than it truly is. And sometimes, in geopolitics, perception is powerful enough to shape reality.
But the story does not end with weapons, missiles, or military parades. To truly understand North Korea's power, we must look beyond the battlefield. We must look at strategy. Unlike many global powers, North Korea does not aim to dominate the world. It aims to control perception. Every missile test is carefully timed. Every military parade is choreographed. Every announcement is calculated. The objective is not chaos. It is negotiation leverage. When tensions rise, global markets react. News headlines explode. Diplomats rush into emergency meetings, and suddenly, a relatively small nation commands the attention of the entire world. That is strategic influence. Now consider this. Modern warfare depends heavily on economy. Long wars require strong supply chains, advanced technology production, and stable international trade relationships. Here lies one of North Korea's greatest weaknesses. International sanctions have limited access to advanced components, modern aircraft systems, and global financial networks. This forces innovation under restriction, but it also creates limitations. The country compensates through asymmetrical strategies, cyber operations, missile mobility, underground infrastructure. Instead of competing directly with global superpowers, North Korea invests in methods that are harder to predict and harder to counter. Another critical factor is geography. The capital of South Korea lies dangerously close to the border. This proximity creates a powerful